the train, and please refrain from eating, drinking, or smoking during our journey. Here at the Bronxville headquarters of the Wildlife Conservation Society, we're working to save wildlife and wild places around the world. We begin our trip by crossing over the Bronx River. Thousands of commuters cross this waterway every day. Underneath the highways and the elevated tracks, the river still rushes along with habitats for ducks, turtles, fish, and migrating birds. As we enter into our first exhibit, here we're going to see a few Indian national birds. They're peafowls. The males are called peacocks, the females are called peahens. The males use their long, colorful feathers to attract the female. You can also take a look top of the hill to the left-hand side. We're going to see a few smaller animals with white underbelly. These are the blackbuck antelope. The males and the females are different from each other. The males have a dark chocolate brown coat, long spiral horns, whereas the females have a tan coat, no horns, slightly smaller than the males. This exhibit, we're also looking for the spotted axis deer as well as the barrasingas. It seems that they both have moved on to the other side of the exhibit, but no worries, we will catch up to them in just a few more minutes. The word barrasinga means 12-tine in Hindi, which means the male antlers can have 12 to 14 points. When we get around to the other side of the exhibit, I will point the animals out to you. If you take a look to the right-hand side of the first one, we're now past the exhibit huts. They represent an important conservation story about the barrasingas.
In 1970, there were estimated to be only 66 of the barrasinga deer remaining in central India. But this population was saved by the cooperation of the local Indian community. Like the shacks you see here, there were many small farms using space in and around India's Kanha National Park. These people were coming into contact with the deer and the tigers that were also living there. Through cooperation with the Indian government, local communities agreed to relocate their villages. By moving, the farmers still had land to farm, but the tigers and their prey got more room to roam.
We all know a species that no longer exists is considered extinct, like the dinosaurs. The next animal was the Mongolian wild horses, was actually extinct in nature and could only be found in captivity. And as we enter into the exhibit, we're going to take a look to the right-hand side, and here we're going to see the Mongolian wild horses. This species is the only wild horse living today. Their appearance differs from domestic horses. They have a stockier build, shorter legs, and an erect mane which is missing a forelock, which is a piece of mane that falls over their forehead. Captive breed of Mongolian wild horses started with a group of 28 animals in 1901. The Bronx received its first animals in 1902, and we have maintained our herd ever since. Recently, there have been some reintroductions of Mongolian wild horses in several areas of Mongolia and China from herds in North American and Asian zoos. Here's a little bit more information about the Mongolian wild horses.
The first accounts of Mongolian wild horses come from rock engravings, paintings, and even cave drawings that date back 20,000 years. And the first written accounts were from Tibet, sometime around 900 AD. But these horses remained largely unknown and unnamed to the Western world for many years. During an expedition to Central Asia in 1879, a famous Russian explorer and naturalist, Colonel Nikolai Przewalski, encountered the horse in Western Mongolia. Because of his discovery, this species is also known as Przewalski's horse.
Asia is a continent with a lot of deer species. It's well known for its deer diversity. Today I'm going to take you on a wildlife tour of Asia, which includes animals from China, India, Cambodia, Pakistan, and Nepal. As we look for the animals, think of where you would go if you wanted a shady spot, a quiet place to rest, a little grazing time. And as we enter into our next exhibit, we're on the lookout for two endangered species. We're on the lookout for the brown antlered deer, as well as the gaur. And as we enter into the exhibit, we're going to take a look to the left-hand and lay right alongside the fence. And first, we're going to see one of the brown antlered deer. They get their name from the curve shape of the male deer antlers. which are currently classified as vulnerable. These deer are continuing to lose their wild space. In many places, their herds must resort to feeding on crops, as their natural habitat has been taken over for farming. If you take a look to the back fence, we're going to follow the back fence to the right-hand side, laying right alongside the fence. And there we have the gaur. They're the largest wild cattle in the world. The males can weigh more than 2,000 pounds. They stand up to 6 feet tall and they are 10 feet long. With their large size and impressive horns, a male gaur can fight off just about anything, even a tiger. What threatens these huge animals is the loss of their Asian habitat and the diseases that they can catch from domestic cattle. Here at the Bronx, we participate in a species survival plan. Here's a little bit more information about that.
Here at the zoo, we help gaur